Phonological awareness is the stage before we start to learn phonics, and phonics being the letter sounds in words such as a, b, k. Now in school, children will learn the phonics in order for them to start to learn to read. So say for example, they'll learn to read the word k, a, t when they start to recognise the letters on the page. All of that is really significant once the child is ready to start to learn to read. But there is a whole phase that we don't always talk about before we start to learn phonics. And that phase is called phonological awareness. Phonological awareness is all the sounds and rhythms around us that we can hear. So it's everything to do with what we can hear and not to do with our eyes. So it's not about reading the letters on the page. It's about hearing sounds around us, such as, I can hear the birds, or I can hear a train. So it might sound really simple, but it's about the child starting to distinguish the sounds around them. What can they hear around their environment? Other parts of phonological awareness are things like rhythm and rhyme, such as when we start to read storybooks, each peach, pear, plum, I spy Tom thumb. So those repeating refrains in stories really help children to learn to read and build up the rhythm of a story. Other things are things like syllables in words such as Joanne, elephant, go and get your coat, please, go and get your book bag. All of these are really significant in children's skills in literacy. They are the foundation before we start to read and start to learn to spell and write. So before starting to rush on and teaching your children all the letters of the alphabet and all the sounds of the alphabet and the phonics, start to embrace the sounds around us and the rhythms around us, the storybooks that we can read that can build in that rhythm and rhyme, and start to recognise the sounds in our environment. Believe it or not, those things make a huge difference to help children learn to read. And lots of research shows us that that phase in that foundation of phonological awareness is significant. So the more you sing, the more you play around with words, the more you play around with rhythms and beating of the legs and clapping of the hands, all of that is helping your child to learn the skills of reading.